Mr. Toastmaster. Thank you for all the Toastmasters and our guests. How many people remember the Great Fire in 2003? We had a giant fire along these foothills in October 2003. There was 2,500 homes that burned down from San Diego, San Bernardino, Rancho Cucamonga, all along these foothills. Dennis Michael, the fire chief of Rancho Cucamonga, was the sharpest fire captain, period, anywhere in Southern California. All these fires basically started on the same day. He called out, let's say the fire started on Monday, he called out all across the state for firemen. He got 108 firemen, or 108 fire trucks, I should say, in Rancho Cucamonga, put them strategically throughout the foothills. Fire started over in DeBoer. Moved less than a mile in one day, about a half mile the next day. Winds were coming in. Pretty much everybody along the foothills were evacuated. Of course, anybody that was here then, we all went over there, if you lived along the foothills, we went over there and watched this fire because it was pretty spectacular. Sad, but it's something that's truly amazing if you get up close to it. The closer you are, the more amazing it is. Now the fire, let's say the third day, we were supposed to be evacuated. My next door neighbor and I, we stayed. This fire, like the riots and other calamities that happened, brought looters into our little housing tract. Mr. King and I were out in front of our house watching and talking about the fire with all the firemen because we had 9 trucks. I had a truck in front of my house. Every neighbor along the foothill had a truck in front of our house, and we had trucks behind our house. Here comes a jalopy truck coming in, and there's 2 guys in the truck. We split up. Jeff goes in front of his driveway, I go in front of mine, stop the truck in front of the driveway, and say, "What are you guys doing here?" "Oh, we're looking for a dog."
Yeah, right.
Well, he's on the phone, I'm on the phone, and I'm telling him the police are coming. So I think you should exit out of here because you had to go through barriers, around the barriers to get into this housing tract. You can't get in here. So they turned around and left. So thank God we were there. This fire, this is about 6, 7 o'clock. This fire moved 3 miles in about 3 or 4 hours. It was unbelievable. The firemen were up, clearing brush. They were amazed that we were still there, but we were helping them. We were getting them drinks, we were getting them food, we got them blankets and pillows to lie out on the lawns, to rest. This fire, when it got dark, 8:30, 9 o'clock, came roaring through. Winds were going 60, 70 miles an hour this way, then this way, then this way, then this way. Fire creates windstorms that are beyond belief. And there were these fire tornadoes. Imagine a tornado starting up and going 100, 200 feet up in the air and moving fast. You can't imagine the power. It was so surreal. It was beyond belief. Fire was about a half mile up on the hill from our house, straight above us, and all of a sudden it came just like this. In less than a minute, the wind shifted, coming straight down the hill towards our house. Fire bombs were coming onto our house. Firemen are on top of our roofs, fighting the fire fiercely, and they're yelling at us, "Get out of here." Well, we were glad we were there because they told us to open up all our windows, turn off all the power, turn off the gas. I forgot to turn off the gas. So this fire was coming down, fire on top of us. My son and I jumped in our car, went down the hill about a half mile, and as soon as we got out of our car to watch, we saw a giant explosion. We called the house about an hour later, and the answer machine came on.